Hey, we're gonna talk about plus frames. As you know, for example, Jade has plus frames after the back 3, right? After this attack. She's plus 5. There are a few ways out of that. You don't always have to keep blocking after plus frames. So, for example, you probably first don't want to be crouching if you know that it's just gonna complete the string normally. Because when you crouch, you're a little bit closer. Now you see how she's a little bit closer here? Compared to if you stand, she's a little bit farther. So it gives you a little bit more time to backdash or do something along those lines. And that's just because of the animation, right? So if you look here, he keeps crouching, but when he's here, you see how he does an animation where he's like get pushed back? And because of that, the distance is a little bit different. So if you know that plus frames are coming and you plan on backdashing and doing something like that, stand, don't crouch. So from here, Jade has options, right? So she usually does back 2 or down 4 to reach you. And let's say you stand, you can backdash out of it. See here, I was crouching. I still backdash out. No, not this time. Let me do it properly. I reversal backdash out of it, but since I was crouching, I didn't get enough spacing and I got hit. But when I stand, I get enough pushback to just backdash out of her plus frames, out of the follow-up on her plus frames, right? So for example, if I crouch here, she still hits me with the down 4. So let's say I try to do something before her. Okay, I tried to do down 4 before her and I got caught. Let's say I do it as fast as possible. No, I still get caught. So now, can I backdash? Okay, out of the down 4 I can backdash. Alright, so it depends on the pushback, right? Like, as you know, I don't know if you know, but Sonya has plus frames here, plus 1, and that means that her down 3 becomes 6 frames, so unless you're Garrus or in Black or, you know, Terminator, you're gonna have to respect this. But look at what happens here. The pushback is definitely not what the other ones are. So it's the same whether you crouch or whether you stand. So let's say I stand, I backdash, I get clipped. Backdash, so it doesn't matter, stand, crouch, whatever. I still get clipped. So it's matchup specific, you really have to know. So here's another one, Scorpion's 2-1, right? That one does, it's plus 2, and he's gonna do a down 1, which is 7 frames. If it's plus 2, this means that this becomes like a 5 frame down 1, okay? So there's not a lot of pushback. I'm probably gonna be able to backdash, yes. So just know that there are options on plus frames. You don't have to just block. Sometimes you have to, but it's matchup specific. In most instances, in almost all instances, if you stand block, you're able to backdash and make them with their follow-up. And just keep in mind, there is a mind game here because, for example, if Scorpion does 2-1 and then he proceeds to down 1, his down 1 is 7 frames. After 2-1, he's on plus 2, so 7 minus 2 equals 5. So his down 1 becomes like a 5 frame move. So if I try to respond, of course I'm going to get hit. But if I backdash, I'm fine. But the problem is now that if Scorpion sees that I backdash, preventing him from getting his down 1 out, what he's going to do is he's going to adjust. So let's say I think I was going to poke. Now he adjusts and then he does 4-3. So there are mind games on plus frames. So it's not just brainlessly backdashing, right? But that's just an option. Don't just block when there are plus frames. Know your options. That's all I wanted to cover today. Alright? Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.